Heading to the store, going to go to Home Depot. It's the day in the life. Gonna have to warm it up. So in we go. Give it a couple taps. Turn on the fuel pump. Turn on the key, fire it up. That was a cold start. A little bit of music. Have to turn it down so I don't get a copyright hit. Now I'm going to let it idle briefly. I don't like to drive off too quickly in these old carbureted cars, so there's going to be a pause and then I'll be driving away. And yes, the car is in a different spot than at the cut because I let it roll back so I could rearrange my garage because I'm going to park the car in a slightly different spot when I get back. So we're going to close the garage door. There it goes. And we're going to head off to Home Depot. We are backing up. Happy with this carb rebuild. Been running real good. I just started it from cold. It's only been running for at the most 3 minutes maybe, and doing good. And that's my turn signal warning buzzer. Make sure I don't forget, because occasionally this thing does not cancel. Somebody had the audacity to pull in front of me. Did you see that? Those people, I can't believe someone would do that to me. Don't they realize I'm driving a classic? Some oncoming traffic. One thing I don't want to do, if I can avoid it, is pull out in traffic, especially, when the car is really still pretty cold like this. You can see from the temperature gauge. Still sitting on the cold peg. And I turned the blinkers off so you guys don't have to listen to that racket. There's nobody behind me I need to worry about. Man, busy today. Busy. And that's what we like to see. Lots of people running around, doing stuff, spending money. Keeping the wheels of commerce going. I could pull out now, but I ain't gonna. I just won't risk it. This guy's gonna turn in here. He's got his blinker on. Make sure he does. And away we go. Oh, we got a light up ahead. We're gonna have to stop. I hope the brakes work. This is just a single master cylinder, so you just never know when it might go out. Every drive you're taking your life in your hands. But some of us enjoy taking our life in our hands. That's what we do. It's what makes life worth living and dying for. Okay, coming up to a stop. Hey, the brakes worked. Success. It's also a construction zone, making it also highly treacherous. So we're going to make our way through this treacherous construction zone on the way to Home Depot. Motorcycle. No lane lines. Who's this guy Lane? I don't know Lane. But Lane has got no lines for some reason. We're going to signal our lane change. I just put this hardtop back on yesterday. it's getting kind of hot here in Arizona, and that sun beating down can be pretty brutal. So it's really nice out right now. Temperatures in the 80s. We're going a little over 50. Speedometer's pretty accurate, I've checked it. So we're actually going a little over 50. In a 45, yes, I admit it. I am breaking the law. Breaking it badly by 7 miles an hour. Go, another stop. We've made it this far. Will we make it all the way? Only time will tell. So don't leave early. You may not see the exciting conclusion. Here we go. Hang on, hang on. Woo! Made it across that intersection, okay. And we're heading to the next intersection. Incidentally, this is the new smaller steering wheel I just put on. It's been very convenient. It's really made getting in and out of this car a lot easier. And since it's got power steering, it's actually you can feel a little difference. It's a smaller wheel, so it's a tiny bit harder to turn, but not enough to worry about. And just to have something to talk about, turn these sun visors down. You can see this little thing I made here. That's because these clamps had beat the heck out of that vinyl covering on there and actually put holes in it. So I made those things to slip around it, cover up where the clamps had damaged it. And they actually don't look bad. They're kind of like a little racing stripe. So I can live with that for now instead of spending close to $200 a piece for new sun visors. Okay, we made it to the next intersection. We got the green light, track's clear ahead. And we're almost to the next turn where that big old truck's coming out. Actually, he's a little beyond where we're turning. My mistake. But here we go here. Make a turn into the Home Depot. Trademark. And then we got to find a parking spot. And I guarantee you I'm going to go find one that's not with a whole bunch of other people around it. So here we go. We're going to go down way out here. Find a nice little parking spot. We're going to do a pull through so I can avoid backing up. Never back up if I can avoid it. And here we are. We're going to pop this baby in the park. And then we're going to head into the store. But not before shutting the engine off with this key switch Ford has conveniently provided. Ooh. Powering down. Opening the door and getting out. Ah. Here we go. Here's happy shoppers. Gonna move those boxes. See the Home Depot sign up there. I will be sending a copy of this to the corporate offices and saying they will pay me for this ad. Ooh, nice, an automatic door. Now we got to find the tools. Okay, so I'm looking for an inflator. I haven't found the inflator, but I did hear that kid yelling. And it's certainly a pleasant sound. Well, where is the inflator? Any of you see it here? Can you tell me where it is? I'm not seeing it. Their website said they had dozens of them. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, so that may be the end of this trip. Aha, so I have looked it up, and I was in the wrong spot. It's exactly where their message told me it would be. Aisle 15, which is what I'm in, and bay 20, and there it is. Do I take the first one on the edge of this? No, I do not. Why? I don't know. It's just the way I am. I'm going to take one that's a little farther back on the theory that somebody may have opened the one out front and they're trying to scam me by putting an open one in front. I'm going to take this one. Price looks right. Seems to be the right one. That will be, now that will be the end of this shopping trip. Okay, transaction successfully completed. Item paid for. And we're now walking back. And the odds are roughly 50-50 that having parked in the middle of nowhere with no one around me, when I get back, there will be a four-wheel drive SUV parked next to me. It may not happen, but you know, like I say, the odds are about 50-50. That seems to be what happens. So we shall see the big reveal here in a second. Uh-oh, I don't see the car. Has it been stolen? Oh my God. What am I gonna do? Where did I park? Jesus, I'm lost again. Oh, saved. It's still there. I think it's mine. You know, sometimes I get tricked. You see so many of these out there, same color, same Arizona plate in front. You sometimes think it's yours, but it's somebody else's. So I'm going to throw this in. Come around. Dig out the old car keys. Open the door. And relatively easily slip in under this new steering wheel. Put the keys in the ignition, which Ford has so thoughtfully provided for us, and fire it up. And there we go. So that will be the end of this video.